Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well and hope it continues to go well. We're doing things on the phone today because I have to wake up slightly earlier than usual, so I can't do a full video on the GoPro and edit it all down. Also, I was busy watching the third night of 21 Pilots' 6-night run in South America and Mexico, replacing Blink-182. Tonight, they're in Paraguay, and one of the possible lore things that people were talking about for these shows took a turn tonight because, well, you read the title, you saw the thumbnail. Tyler wore a completely gray shirt. If you are confused, you have no idea what we're talking about. Basically, I'll put a full video link talking about this more in depth down in the description box below, but the Spark Notes summary of it all is: on night one, Tyler Joseph wore this shirt. It's a very cool shirt, but it got a lot of people's attention because it looks like that the blurry face paint that's on Tyler's neck is draining down. The blurry face paint is spreading. The blurry face paint traditionally represents insecurities, the stuff that Tyler makes with his hands and the feeling of suffocation he describes the way insecurities make him feel. In the Demo lore sense, the bishops use it as a form of smearing, aka what they do to when people leave Dema's walls, a way to get them back inside of Dema, a weird mind control thing of sorts, but also it completely erases their memories from outside of Dema's walls and only makes them remember inside of Dema. So a lot of people are talking about this, but a lot of people want to wait till the second night to see if Tyler were to do it again, because if Tyler didn't do it, then there was no lore and it's just a one-off. But night two came and Tyler did a similar thing. Again, a white shirt with the blurry face paint, but this time centralized around his collarbone rather than all the way down to his sleeves. So immediately people started thinking that blurry face is losing control over Tyler, that Tyler is learning to live with his insecurities, and that the blurry face paint is just going away. And we all thought that it was either going to go away more or spread more, and a lot of people thought it was going to end with Tyler wearing a completely black shirt, as he's done traditionally in the blurry face era, because we've been getting a lot of hints towards blurry face, specifically in the merch for these shows. Because you got the red, you got the heavy dirty soul quote on the back of the one hoodie, death inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit, and we got the skeleton keys as well as a grayscale image screenshot of the heavy dirty soul music video, other merch, but people thought this is going to lead to Tyler becoming blurry face era again, wear the black t-shirt. But tonight we got Tyler in a gray shirt, and no, I don't think anyone saw this one coming. A lot of people thought it was going to be black, but no, it's gray. And my question is, how do we go from this to it going away to completely taking it over? And why gray specifically? Why not just go for all black? Justin, gray and black are the same thing? No, they're not. White and black are on two opposite ends of the spectrum, and gray lives in the middle of that. Gray represents balance. It represents neutrality, as you can see right here. In terms of feng shui, gray represents I cannot read. It's midnight. Okay, fine. It's 1 a.m. You caught me. Exudes helpfulness, harmonious union of black and white, which white represents inspires purity, clarity, precision, and communication, and black represents color of mystery and reflection, according to feng shui. And looking at a Bagua map here, gray represents travel, helpful people, and metal as the elements. And if you think about it, the travel definitely makes sense because they're traveling from place to place and places they haven't been to in forever, which is definitely exciting for the people who have the chance to go see them. Helpful people, yep, those are the banditos in this situation, as well as the Cyban. We'll go with that because they're helping the boys out at very, very last minute. In terms of the Dema lore, this could possibly represent the unity of living with your mental health struggles, of learning to live with your bishops, as well as shaking hands with the dark parts of your thoughts. We'll go with that. And going with a theory that a lot of people have of this ending in a truce, where neither the banditos are going to win, because that's not how mental health works, and the bishops not winning, because that's how mental health works. However, that's the worst case scenario, but that shaking hands, dark parts of your thought, that's where a lot of people are tend to lean to, and or the whole it's a cycle theory, which honestly, it even works for the cycle theory because you're still learning to live with everything, and you have those periods of happiness. You have those periods where the mental health isn't as bad, or you have the periods to where the mental health is just nagging at you and you just want to wear all black. And in terms of why the paint is fluctuating and why we got a full gray shirt is because, again, that's how mental health works. You go through days where you just feel meh, you feel pretty okay, you feel pretty fine, but still there's a lot weighing on your mind. There are days where you feel better, and there are days where you don't feel as good, and or you just feel indifferent about everything. This actually describes mental health perfectly in his outfits, if there is a reason for this to be lore related. Because I know a lot of people are going to point to, well, maybe it's not really lore related, because after all, this is a festival. 21 Pilots typically doesn't do a lot of lore things at the festival shows because it's not their main thing. It's not the Bandito tour, it's not the Icy tour, it's not Takeover, it's not the Emotional Roadshow. They're there with other people, with casual fans, and doing the Message Man ritual when there's a whole bunch of casual fans, that might turn some people off at 21 Pilots. Granted, they did the Message Man ritual at Summerfest, but I think way more 21 Pilot fans were there than not, and it was their first show back in a long, long time. So give them a break on that one. So there's always that. It could be lore, could not be lore, because not everything that Tyler and Josh do is lore related. But we're going to talk about the shirt because, I mean, just for the what if factor and also for the sake of discussion, because it will hold us over until we get our first single, until we get the next Clancy letter from the bunch. As far as these representing Blurryface controlling Tyler, even though we are outside Edema and the Bishops really have no way of controlling Tyler except for Ned's horns, which we would know from those glowing red eyes, it's weird to think about because we're thinking of the gray equals Blurryface takeover, some control, no control, all of the control, which doesn't make sense if you think about it. Unfortunately, my phone's telling me I have like 30 seconds, so I can't explain in full. So for now, we are still in speculation station. We don't know if it's fully lore or if it's fully not lore. We're living in the in-between period, but we'll find out more on this Thursday when 29 Pilots are in Colombia, and then more so in Brazil, then more so in Mexico. Till then, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you when I get back to you because, oh boy, this week is crazy and all fun. See ya.